Good afternoon, fellow Met fans. Well, I figured this would be a perfect time to upload my first video, and I'm going to give my channel a shot where I am as passionate and as hardcore a New York Met and New York Jet fan, as well as anybody that knows me will understand that. I've been through the thick and thin. I went to the 2006 NLCS. I watched that in person, Game 7, that heartbreak. After the excitement of Endy Chavez's catch, I was almost in tears when we blew the playoffs in 2007 and 2008. I was dejected when we couldn't beat the Royals in the World Series where we should have. I was definitely disappointed that we lost to Madison Bumgarner in the playoffs in 2016. Lot of tough moments being a Met fan. It's and definitely as well as being a Jet fan, but I'll have some videos where I'll talk about the Jets as well. I'm also a Rangers and Knicks fan, but I feel like the Mets and Jets definitely get more passion with everything that goes on to them. Mostly mostly not always so good because it's tough with being a fan of those teams. But I want to talk a little bit about Steve Cohen and since the transition to his ownership. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to discourage anyone who's happy about what's been going on with Steve Cohen. Some good things have happened. The Lindor trade was great. It may make us a playoff team. It may not. That was a good move. McCann was okay. Nice signing. Nice signing. Trevor May, all right. He might be a good arm out of the bullpen. But as we were building that up, George Springer. I really, 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 really wanted George Springer. And before we get into the argument of, well, if we signed Springer, that was going to take us out of the running for extending Lindor and extending Conforto. I don't think it would have been. If Steve Cohen is a billionaire, he's got deep pockets. He's loaded with money, and money's not an object to him, and he's doing this for fun. He's not even doing this to make money the way the Wilpons were. He's looking at it as, well, he didn't really need this. He's a billionaire. He's loaded. He prints money. So what does that mean about the whole luxury tax and the whole, well, if we got Springer, it would have taken us. No, Steve Cohen was brought here. He bought the team, and he was trying to set the tone that, hey, we're going to build a championship here, and we're going to be on on everybody. And after we messed up the Springer, well, I'm sorry. We should have, if we really, really wanted Springer, you have to do what you can, and we just didn't do it. Okay? We just didn't do it. We just did not make it happen. Now, does that mean that we ensure Lindor and Conforto get a ton of money to stay with us? Maybe. We'll see. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee to the people that didn't want Springer, because it was going to take us out of the run-in for Conforto and Lindor. Not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. And there's no guarantee they're going to come back anyway. Remember, Scott Boras is Michael Conforto's agent. Okay? He's going to play hardball. And Francisco Lindor, it's going to take him north of $300 million. Well, I hope we keep him. I mean, we traded two of our two shortstops. Not that either one of them was, well, Jimenez had promised, but Rosario was I'm okay with what we gave up, but we got to extend him. We got to spend the money. So far, he has not made that exclamation point move yet, Steve Cohen. I hope he does. I was happy he bought the team. But right now, he just hasn't done it yet. Okay? And I really, really hope that he will. I will be thrilled if he extends Lindor. I will be thrilled if he extends Conforto. But the way the George Springer, the fact that we just decided not to get Springer, and it was making people think, okay, we're saving money for elsewhere. I don't know. I wanted Springer. I really did. I was definitely disappointed that here we are. It was dragging out. It was between the Mets and the Blue Jays, and we let ourselves get outbid by Toronto. Toronto was willing to go in on him. He's a proven postseason success. He's a solid glove, great bat. A righty, which would have balanced our lineup, and that was the move. And then when we let George Springer go to Toronto, it was disappointing. I'm sorry, but it was. I like the players we have on the team, but that's Will Pond-esque, where we just didn't make that move that was going to give us over the top. And I know I'm sounding like it's negative, but being years of being a Met fan, it's hard. It really is, because you want that move to get you over the top, and we haven't seen it yet. And the Lindor trade, we don't know if he's going to stay here. We don't know yet until he signs an extension. We don't know. He could be gone. We don't know. So, and again, I love Jacob deGrom. I absolutely love that he's on our team, that he's ours. I love Conforto. I love Pete. There's a lot of players on this team I like, and don't get me wrong, the team itself is solid. We need that one move to put us with the Dodgers. To make sure we're going to be over the top with the Braves, so we can at least get the NL East. Which brings me to my next point. Now, with Trevor Bauer, listen, I know he's not Max Scherzer. He's not Jacob deGrom. He's not. He's not even what Madison Bumgarner was in his prime, or any of these top flight pitchers. But now that we lost on Springer, I'm like, okay, clinging to hope that, okay, well, maybe we do need to go in and get Bauer and take that risk with his eccentric personality and everything that he brought to the table, both good and bad. He's been wildly inconsistent. I know he was great last year in that COVID short season, but is that really who he is, or is he somewhere in the middle where he struggled in the past? I think he's good. I think imagine this rotation: deGrom, Bauer, Carrasco, Stroman, Peterson, Lucchesi as your fifth starter until Syndergaard comes back. And we don't even know about Syndergaard. He's coming on Tommy John surgery. We don't know. Is he going to pitch this year? I don't know. He say June. They don't know for sure. We don't know. So, and to put all your eggs in one basket with Trevor Bauer because you missed out on Springer and you were aggressive on him, I get it. The bottom line is I'm disappointed. And Trevor Bauer showed who he really was. He goes on his social media, okay, and now I'm leading to the point. Like, I'm more mad at the ownership and the GM for not pulling for not getting it done with Springer. But Trevor Bauer, he's a nut. Trevor Bauer is a nut. He played us. He played us Met fans. He went on his social media account to say that selling Mets merchandise, selling LFGM, let's go. Writes on his page, his Twitter, Bauer outage. I can't wait to pitch in New York. Let's go Mets. Sign Met hat, selling it like, and then taking it right down, and then says, "Oh, I'm a Dodger." I mean, come on. He used, and Evan Roberts on the Fan was right. He used the Mets. The Mets let themselves get played. Springer was their guy, and they let themselves get played by Trevor Bauer. Okay, they went all on in, only for this guy to play him and play their fans on social media, saying, "Oh yeah, all this Met merchandise, yada yada, let's go Mets." I'm gonna make that announcement, thinking he's LeBron James. Takes it all down and says, "All right, Dodgers, I'm a Dodger." I mean, unbelievable. I mean, it's just, and honestly, I hope we light his ass up. I really hope we light Trevor Bauer's ass up. I mean, this, I can't believe that. I cannot believe. He's right up there with Roger Clemens. I mean, Evan Roberts is right. He never wanted to be here. Springer was our target, and we let ourselves get played with a guy who never wanted to be here, and he used us to go to L.A. to get the most out of L.A. He himself and his agent used the most he could to get him. So where does this leave us? We let ourselves get played by a jerk who just, quite frankly, never wanted us, played us, used us. Him and his agent used us to go to L.A., to get the more out of L.A. Well, fans, if we're able to get to Citi Field at some point this year, I hope we have the place rocking, and I hope we boo the hell out of Trevor Bauer, and I really do hope that we make life miserable for him when he takes them out at Citi Field as a member of the Dodgers. Hopefully, we get the chance to watch that. The Springer situation and everything else, I'm disappointed more with ownership with. But I get the effort with Bauer, but the fact that we just got played, we let ourselves get played by Trevor Bauer, and he suckered us, and to do all that, and he never wanted to be here, only to go to the Los Angeles Dodgers. It just feels like it's more of the same with the Mets. It's more of the same. We just haven't seen that move that's going to get us over the top. As it is, the core is good. It's good. It's good. And the pitching staff, I mean, they're, well, yeah, Jake Odorizzi, whatever. Let's say he's still out there. Jackie Bradley Jr. for center field. But you're looking at guys that are good players, but we need that one extra superstar player. I'm not saying have superstars at every position, but when we failed on Springer and Brad Hand, we failed on Brad Hand. Maybe he did okay. We couldn't guarantee him the closer job, but have you seen Edwin Diaz pitch under pressure? He went from Seattle to New York. Last year, fans weren't allowed in the stands. It was different circumstances. But look at 2019. How many saves did he blow? Quite a few. He did. And for us to not guarantee Brad Hand the job and say that it was Diaz's job, I don't know. I just, we missed out on Brad Hand. We could have used him. We definitely missed out our guy in Springer that really would have put us in the World Series conversation, and we just got played by a jerk in Trevor Bauer. I understand Trevor Bauer. A lot of people think he's overrated. He's eccentric. He's a clown, whatever. But the bottom line is, it's just more of the same. That's my point. And and who knows, maybe some of the other guys out there, they come in, they're fits for us. Maybe Bauer, isn't quite living up to that contract. I don't know. But he goes to a team that's already loaded, that already just won the World Series. And like I said, the way he played it, Met fans, we don't appreciate being played with like that. Okay, you could have just taken the deal with the Dodgers, but you had to act like LeBron James, and you had to go on social media to say, I'm teasing Met fans about your merchandise, about welcome to I can't wait to get it in New York, and then take it down and say, I'm a Dodger, let's go Dodgers. Come on, give me a break. Okay, we're Met fans, as passionate Met fans, we don't want to be played with like that. So, ranting about Trevor Bauer and that situation, just it got me riled up to the point where I had to come out and make a YouTube channel, make a video. I'll be doing some Jet videos as well. But I figured with the news of Trevor Bauer and how everything broke out today, and it's more of the same. Us Met fans deserve championship. We do. And God willing, of the years we put up with watching the Yankees dominate and get to the playoffs every year, and we watch once in a while a good season, but we haven't seen sustained success. We really were under the impression that we were going to start to get, where money wasn't going to be an issue, where we were going to build a championship, a contender, a force to be reckoned with, a juggernaut. And as it is, we're okay. We're okay, but are we a juggernaut? I don't know we're there yet. I don't think we are. We're nowhere near the Dodgers now. I don't even know if we're good enough to beat the Braves. Borderline. I don't know. We don't know. But with uncertainties of we don't know versus, well, we know what George Springer is. Okay? We know what George Springer was, what he would have brought to the table. Trevor Bauer, okay, yes, we know what he is. He's good. Not 2020 good, probably. And yes, he brings a lot of baggage, but still, those are the types of players that would have gotten you over the hump. But either way, what Bauer did was just not cool to us Met fans. I don't know. Long story short, it's disappointing. It's hard not to be disappointed as a Met fan. And for the Met fans who didn't want him, I know there's a lot of Met fans that didn't want Bauer, a lot of Met fans that didn't want Springer. To me, you're thinking about about what's going to happen next year. Think about this year, the best product that could have been this year, and I don't think the Mets did the best they could to put the best product on the field this year. Is there still time left? Some things could happen, yeah, but again, it's all second tier now. We're settling for second tier players. when it was there for the taking with Springer. When it was, and that's a really guy. If we would have gotten Springer, we never would have let ourselves get in the situation of Trevor Bauer. And the fact of the matter is all before the offseason, we were told Springer, Lindor, Bauer, Real Muto, combination of two out of those four. We ended up with one, and we haven't paid him yet. And who knows if we will, until we will. I want to pay him, and I hope he performs. But the bottom line is, it seems more disappointing. And again, I hope for a good season. I hope we contend, but I would love to come in October and post a video about a great season and a deep playoff run. I hope we can do that. It's possible, but again, it's just more settling for second tier players, and it's disappointing. But I'll make a video, hopefully with some other signings we make, and as we get closer to spring training, we'll look at the outlook of the team. And as the offseason approaches for the Jets, I'll be talking about them as well, about some things they could do to hopefully be better. I do like that Coach Sal a lot, but again, I'm more talking about Mets right now. But anyways, bottom line is I hope for a good season. We could have a good season, but at the same time, you can't help but feeling a little bit disappointed if you're a Met fan. And I know that some Met fans disagree with me, because there's some Met fans that didn't want to shell out the money for Springer. Some Met fans who obviously that wanted nothing to do with Bauer, but I'm the type. I wanted that one guy that was going to get us over the top, and Lindor was close. But again, he's only here for 1 year, and we really haven't spent any money on him. So we don't, until they commit to that extension. You have to be a little bit skeptical, because you never know. But anyways, as we get closer to spring, let's just hope that they do something to kind of shore things up. And what else can we do? I'm disgusted by what happened with the Trevor Bauer situation, how we got played. That he went to the great length just to tease us. And when he's not even the best pitcher in baseball, not even close. We got that. That I will say. And I'm damn proud we have Jacob deGrom. Anyways, let's go Mets. Bitter pill to swallow. So far, you've been disappointed, but let's just hope that, that the rest of the offseason they can fill up some holes and put the best team I can. And it's a long way to go until October. We'll see what happens. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.